So now moving on with how do we change the actual fin if we are not at the stock numbers that we require. So to change your fin, you will need a 5/32 Allen key. A T-handle like the one here on Amazon is the one that I'm using in the video. So with the fin, it's a very simple procedure. We have these 3 screws. We have one here, one here, one here. Those 3 screws essentially lock in the fin and stop it from moving. So first of all, we're going to need our T-handle. This then can loosen those 3 screws just a little bit. So how do we then change that fin in relation to numbers? So we find that depth point. So the number right now is 2.488. That is obviously too much. This is a large Works 01, so that number, when we look back to our stock website numbers, is 2.455. So I'm going to go about a full turn on this depth screw, 2.467. We're getting a little closer. We then add another turn to that screw, and we see we are at 2.448. So we've gone too far. So now we just go little by little. We add a little bit of a turn, just a quarter of a turn to that depth. Again, not quite enough. 2.450, a little bit of a quarter turn again. This then puts us roughly where we need to be, a little bit too much. So I would go back, take about an 1/8 of a turn out, and we should be roughly at 2.455 if all has gone to plan. So you work your way around the fin, getting everything dialed in. So then when we have that fin exactly where we want it, we make sure as we are pushing up with our hand like this, we tighten back up those 3 screws just to the point where you feel it is clamped. We don't want to over tighten these screws, but we also obviously don't want to under tighten. If we over tighten, we risk stripping the fin and ruining the fin box altogether. We make sure that we're locked in and our fin numbers are then dialed and ready to go.